The Buffalo Bills are set to return to John Fisher University for their training camp following a break after mandatory minicamp. Buffalo's rookie class, led by wide receiver Keon Coleman, safety Cole Bishop, and defensive tackle Dwayne Carter, reported to Fisher on Tuesday. The rest of the team will report on July 23rd, with the first official practice session taking place on July 24th. With the departures of Stefon Diggs and Gabe Davis, the Bills have a new-look receiving core lacking its two leading contributors from last season. These players combined for 152 receptions, 1,929 yards, and 15 touchdowns in 2023, leading Buffalo's aerial attack that ranked 10th in the league. Buffalo addressed these departures by signing free agent Curtis Samuel, who reunites with offensive coordinator Joe Brady after a breakout 2020 season in Carolina. Rookie Keon Coleman, a big-bodied pass catcher, is projected to be the team's ex-receiver. The Bills also plan to replace the departed production internally with 2023 first-round pick Dalton Kincaid and third-year contributor Khalil Shakir expected to take on a more prominent role in the passing game. It will be interesting to watch and see how Brady schemes this offense and how often quarterback Josh Allen targets these new receivers. It just will be interesting to see if roles shift throughout late July and August as players earn Allen's trust. Equally intriguing is the competition at the bottom of the wide receiver depth chart. Despite offseason changes, Coleman, Samuel, Shakir, Mac Hollins, and Marquez Valdez-Scantling are considered roster locked, leaving a spot or two up for grabs. Several players are competing for these spots, including Chase Claypool, a former second-round pick who has struggled in recent seasons, but reportedly impressed at the team's OTAs and minicamp. KJ Hamler, selected 3 picks ahead of Claypool in the 2020 NFL Draft, is also fighting to extend his career after an injury in Denver. Chase Claypool, once an exciting prospect, aims to contribute as he looks to revive his career. Claypool was emerging as a solid receiver in OTAs and wants to have an opportunity to develop with Josh Allen. Claypool's career with the Pittsburgh Steelers began with great promise, but issues with his attitude, off-the-field behavior, and visible lack of effort quickly turned him into a journeyman receiver. Fortunately for the Bills, Claypool has acknowledged his past mistakes this offseason and is looking forward to a brighter future. He has shown he can be a productive playmaker and hopes to rediscover that form this season. In 58 career regular season games, Claypool has recorded 175 catches for 2,261 yards and 13 touchdowns. He made a significant impact as a rookie in 2020 after being a second-round pick by Pittsburgh, finishing his first NFL season with 62 catches for 873 yards and 11 total touchdowns. His breakout performance included a 4-touchdown game against the Philadelphia Eagles in just the 4th game of his career. When GM Brandon Beane traded back to the 33rd overall pick in the 2024 NFL Draft to select Keon Coleman, there were some questions about the pick. It's easy to be excited about Coleman's potential. His combination of size and athleticism is impressive. Work ethic is crucial, especially for a rookie wide receiver expected to be a key part of the offense immediately, alongside returning wide receiver Khalil Shakir and second-year tight end Dalton Kincaid. Coleman's early involvement will depend on a blend of his ability and Brady's scheme. As a 6'4", 215-pound wide receiver who excels with the ball in the air, Coleman's ability to separate and create space will be areas for improvement. Early in his career, his route tree might be limited, but his contested catch ability, size, and leaping ability will make him an intriguing downfield threat. If he can gain the trust of Josh Allen, we could see many 50-50 balls going his way. Where Coleman can thrive early is as a dominant presence on the perimeter, in the red zone, and as a jump ball specialist when Allen extends plays with his legs. I could also see Coleman getting design touches on shallow routes to utilize his strong yards after the catch ability, which averaged 6.4 yards after catch. Losing Stefon Diggs and Gabe Davis doesn't necessarily spell disaster for the Buffalo Bills passing game. While there are valid concerns about the Bills receiving core, the level of worry from the media might be a bit exaggerated. Perhaps because they aren't as well known, there seems to be a tendency to underestimate the potential of the 3 receivers. First, Khalil Shakir showed promise towards the end of last season and appears ready to make a significant leap in year 3. Curtis Samuel is a proven veteran who has performed well despite often being in less than ideal quarterback situations. It's worth noting that Samuel's best season, where he totaled over 1,000 scrimmage yards, came when the Bills' current offensive coordinator was the play caller for the Carolina Panthers. Keon Coleman has first-round talent, though his draft stock fell due to a slower 40-yard dash time at the NFL Combine. Despite being being labeled as not especially productive at Florida State, Coleman led the ACC in touchdown receptions with 11 and punt return yards last season. There's no reason why the combination of Shakir, Samuel, and Coleman can't be as effective as the Panthers receiving trio from 2020, which put up strong numbers during Joe Brady's lone season as offensive coordinator. Coleman doesn't seem fazed by the task of replacing the Bills' two former star wide receivers. In a recent interview, Coleman emphasized that he doesn't feel any pressure stepping into the role of a four-time Pro Bowler. Coleman's confidence stems from his strong family roots and support system. He consistently emphasizes the importance of staying humbled as he pursues his dreams. Although his 4.6 40-yard dash time at the combine wasn't particularly impressive, Coleman achieved a top speed of 20.36 miles per hour in the gauntlet drill, the fastest speed recorded by a receiver over the last 2 seasons. The media this offseason has consistently talked about the lack of receivers the Bills have, but never look at who they added. This offseason, the Bills added weapons to Josh Allen's arsenal that immediately make this roster better. Some Bills fans are even saying that this is the best receiving core Josh Allen has had. Stephon Diggs brought locker room issues and had attitude problems, and a lot of fans already expected him to leave. Coleman has showcased glimpses of his potential, building on an all-ACC junior season where he led the Seminoles with 50 receptions for 658 yards and 11 touchdowns. He spent his first 2 college seasons at Michigan State, recording 65 catches for 848 yards and 8 touchdowns. While not known for elite speed, Coleman manages to stay in bounds and make plays on quick outs from Josh Allen along the sideline. Coleman was the 8th receiver selected in the draft after the Bills traded back twice. They moved from the 28th pick, where Kansas City selected Texas receiver Xavier Worthy, and then traded back 1 spot from number 32. People were confused why the Bills would trade draft picks with the Chiefs again, especially after what happened in 2017, and how they were expected to select the fastest receiver in the draft, Xavier Worthy. The Bills wanted Keon all along, and we are seeing why. He is great on the sideline. It will be a red zone threat that will continue to improve with Josh Allen. The Bills selected the receiver they wanted the entire draft and were able to get extra picks on top. Among the returning players from last season, Khalil Shakir led the receiving corps, finishing with 39 catches for 611 yards and 2 touchdowns. Additionally, rookie tight end Dalton Kincaid recorded 73 receptions, while running back James Cook accumulated 44 catches for 445 yards and 4 touchdowns, alongside rushing for 1,122 yards at a 4.7 yards per carry average. Buffalo averaged 244.4 passing yards per game last season, ranking 8th in the NFL. The Bills are coming off their 4th straight AFC East division title, but were eliminated in the AFC divisional round for the difficult to imagine any player receiving the 160 targets that Diggs averaged during his 4 years in Buffalo. However, this isn't necessarily the goal. Buffalo simply wants its receivers to contribute as much as possible to the passing game. As a rookie, Coleman is expected to make the most significant impact through big plays and in the red zone. As Coleman points out, Buffalo has a talented receiving core. This skilled group features a range of unique abilities which are expected to complement one another and create a dynamic, productive unit. Coleman is projected to be the team's big-bodied boundary target, while Shakir is likely to fill the slot role and occasionally line up outside. Samuel is a versatile asset who will be utilized in various ways, and second-year tight end Dalton Kincaid is expected to receive the majority of Bills' targets across the middle of the field. It's going to be interesting to watch this Bills offense compared to last season, because a lot of people are talking about this receiving core is way worse than last year, but I think it got a lot better. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. If you made it this far and you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe with notifications on so you never miss a Bills video or any video at all. Make sure you leave a like as well. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next one.